Hey, yo, Button, hit it!
And now, our favorite part of the show, the choices of the voices.
Once again, thank you to the wonderful and ever so lovely Miss Button for introducing our favorite part of the show. You guessed it, the choices of the voices, where we ask you the question and then you give us the answer and then we talk about your answer. Depending on the your response, we're going to root with you or we're going to pick at you. Either one of the two, but anything is possible when it comes to the choices of the voices. Scotty D, what's the question for this week's choices of the voices?
In the spirit of the Super Bowl, I asked, when you think of memorable Super Bowl moments, what comes to your mind? Some of the most memorable moments from the biggest game of the year. What did we get there, Eddie Cool? What do we have?
We got some good ones here. Some very, 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 very good ones. All right. Martin Tracy, the king of paragraph answers. All right. Matty Ice, we love you, baby. We wouldn't have it any other way. So I took time to read all this. And he said the New England Patriots comeback win in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons after being down 28-3. And he did the dance. He did the stanky leg. And wait a minute, he also gave another one too. He said when he mentioned the Super Bowl victory with Malcolm Butler intercepting the ball at the 1 yard line against the Seattle Seahawks, and that Super Bowl as well too.
Yeah, that one actually, Craig Burns, I think is going with that answer as well, because he actually put a picture of Malcolm Butler jumping that route. And what a great play by Malcolm Butler. I mean, everyone always talks about what a terrible decision that was to not give Marshawn Lynch the ball down there, and I think that is very accurate. But the play by Malcolm Butler was an underrated play. It was a great play. Saved the Super Bowl. Gave Tom Terrific another ring.
Yep. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's Darrell Bevel, who is currently the offensive coordinator in Jacksonville. Yes. Darrell Bevel. Yeah. Darrell Bevel will always live in infamy, as in, you should have ran the ball, dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. We got Trey Dizzle. Trey Duke, what's happening, baby? He said, my most memorable moment was the Deion Sanders big catch versus the Steelers in Super Bowl 30.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Tons of others in previous Super Bowls. And in that one, but for some reason, Deion catch stuck in my brain. Oh man, the good old days.
Yeah, that was an exciting play too, because that's Deion. Everything Deion does or did back then commanded excitement. And early in the game, he went straight down the middle of the field, and Aikman found him deep. It wasn't a scoring play, but it was a big play, and that was pretty cool.
Yep, Deion Sanders can do everything, and I'll talk about him later on in Pepper. Yep, good old Deion Sanders. B-Live, don't you think that was a good play? Were you a fan of Deion Sanders, B-Live?
Oh, absolutely, man. Just every time, like any kickoff return or interception, when it was just like you were on the edge of your seat. So yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Deion, even though he played for two teams I don't like. So, all right, cool. Moving on.
Ow.
Yep. Hey, it must be the money.
Did you just take a swipe at the Cowboys?
Why would you ever think? Why would you ever think of such a thing?
Okay, remember that for later in the show. Carry on, Eddie Cole.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. I gotta pull you apart virtually with the mask on. All right, we got the big homie Joe Gaffigan. He said the 87-88 season, Super Bowl 22, the Skins were down 10-0. Doug Williams comes back into the game after an injury and lights up the Broncos by throwing 4 touchdowns in the second quarter and leading his beloved Potato Skins to a 42-10 victory. Doug Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, several good moments in that second quarter for him. I remember when he went down, too, he kind of got all twisted, and Jay Schrader came in for like 2 plays, I think, and then Doug Williams came in, and it was over. It was over quick.
Yep, a Grambling State University Tiger, Douglas Williams.
I'm surprised Joe didn't want to go with John Riggins running over the Dolphins in the fourth quarter of that Super Bowl. Another great Washington football team memory.
Yeah, but I guess that Doug Williams, man, it just sticks out.
Or the Gary Premium. That was another good Redskins memory. Remember Gary Premium?
Yeah, where he tried to throw the ball or something, and it got out of his hand, and oh, poor old Garrow. Rest in peace, Garrow. David Romito, he says James Harrison's pick six was pretty sweet. Larry Fitzgerald scoring big, and Holmes toe tap touchdown. What an amazing game! That was a very action-packed and entertaining Super Bowl between the Cardinals and Steelers.
I still look back at that, and
how'd he score?
Yeah.
Well, James, the Harrison pick, he was huffing and puffing after. But I still look back at Santonio Holmes and that toe tap. You can't get any closer to that. He was in the corner. He was just inch to the left, inch forward, inch to the right. He's out of bounds. That was. And the placement of the ball, it was just all of that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So that's definitely up there. I will agree.
Fellas, I think if I can find that game on YouTube, because the NFL, they do, they post games from time to time. I'm going to put that on the SportsBros Podcast Facebook page, which you should go right now if you're listening. We got all kind of good stuff on there as well too. All right, as we mentioned before, Craig Burns, he said the Malcolm Butler game-sealing INT, Patriots, Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl 49, terrible Pete Talansky. He put up a graphic asking somebody, one of these Patriot fans, how they felt about Eli 2 times as the Giants beat the then undefeated New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42.
That David Tyree catch was a memorable moment. We actually put that picture on our page. That, to me, that's one of the memorable moments in Super Bowl history, a guy catching the ball on his head.
Yeah.
How did Eli Manning avoid a sack?
Unbelievable.
He almost got killed.
He was jersey all torn to pieces. Grabbed. Where's you going?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And then Craig Burns. That I was Eddie Cool mentioned earlier, and Pepper, run the damn ball.
Darrell Bevel, ladies and gentlemen. Darrell Bevel. Jacksonville. Yeah, that's your dude. That's your guy. Urban Meyer, I don't know if Darrell Bevel stood there, but Urban Meyer, that's your dude to handle right there. Make sure he doesn't F it up for you. Okay, because he'll do it for you. He'll run it down the leg if you let him. That he will. Uncle Max had one for us, fellas. Okay, here we go. There he is. Uncle Max. He said, hungover Max McGee scores the first touchdown in Super Bowl history. He didn't expect to play, but was put in because Boyd Dowler was injured. The Pack went on to win Super Bowl I, defeating the Chiefs.
Boy, we've come a long way from Super Bowl I, where you just go out and booze the night before, huh?
Right.
Long way.
And I'm gonna go ahead and mention this. Uncle Max, we tried.
Oh man, here we go. I was gonna sidestep it this week, but here you go, B-Lives.
We try our best not to pick on you on every episode. But this one, you wrote this. You left the door open. Nobody that listens to the Sports Bros podcast remembers Super Bowl I. You were the only.
Why'd you have to go there, B-Lives?
I'm sorry.
Uncle Max, I promise, with a tear in my eye, in the words of Ric Flair, Royal Rumble speech, Uncle Max, it's all love, man.
I promise.
He's a historian. He's a historian. I love having Uncle Max on board here.
Absolutely. I was just like, oh God. When I was reading through it, I said, oh God.
The hell with Google. I'm going to Uncle Max.
Right.
Damn that.
Oh man. But yeah, memorable. Hey, Uncle Max, we're glad that you remember those moments, man. Oh,
I think Uncle Max is a day one listener, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Uncle Max is a day one listener. He goes into the Sports Bros Podcast Listener Hall of Fame.
By far, unanimous selection.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like baseball and you like Alabama, so we're not gonna put you in, and we're not gonna take the boo boo. Oh, we could have went. Just let you know, listeners. We're gonna tell you how the sausage is made right fast. Of course, as you know, we record Monday for Tuesday, and of course, and something else you didn't know, we record the show in 2 parts. After we finished our Cooperstown conversation, we could have gone on for another 10 minutes. But guess what? We got a show to give y'all. All right. And with that being said, shout out to Terrible Pete, Craig Burns, David, Romito, Joe Gaffigan, Uncle Max, Trey Dizzle, Martin Tracy for their contribution to this week's Choices of the Voices. Be Live, Super Bowl memory. Go.
I'm going to have you naked by the end of this song. Super Bowl 38.
Oh.
My beloved Carolina Panthers versus the New England Patriots. I know that, it's not football related, but Janet Jackson's team. Come on, man. Who doesn't remember that? Who doesn't remember that? Boy, the FCC won't let
me be.
I think I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think that's the first time I've ever heard of the FCC, because they came out in full force when it's a wardrobe malfunction. No, that ain't nothing malfunction about that. They meant to do exactly what they did. They wanted to show a titty, but in reference to that lyric. Come on. Anybody that has any type of common sense knows that wasn't a malfunction. And we all thank you for it. And John Casey, why'd you kick the ball out of bounds? I still hate Tom Brady to this
John
day.
Casey, you just had
and Adam Ethan Vinatieri. Yeah, I said that. I still don't like you to this day, but yeah. That's my most memorable Super Bowl moment.
I thought you were going to say Cam Newton not diving for the fumble when he fumbled.
You see it? Why are you bringing up old
I was
stuff,
going to omit that till you took a swipe at the Cowboys there. So there you go.
I tell you, boy, you jug.
We had that in the chamber, boy. Yeah, you dirty rat. I got something for you. I got you. I got your money. All right, Scotty D, where you at? What's your favorite, fondest Super Bowl?
Well, it's not necessarily my fondest, but one of the most memorable ones is Leon Lett getting tracked down by Don Beebe when he was rolling down the sideline. He got to the 2-yard line, started hot dogging, and for some reason pulled the ball down to his side of his leg, and Beebe knocked it out of bounds. That one didn't kill me that bad because the Cowboys destroyed Buffalo in that game. That didn't really cost them. I'll always remember the Scott Norwood kick against the Bills as one of the most memorable moments, and John Taylor's catch from Joe Montana to beat the Bengals. But for me personally, Larry Brown picking off Neil O'Donnell for the second time, that's my memory, baby. That's my one.
Yep. And for some strange reason, Neil O'Donnell thought Larry Brown was on the same team.
I thank him for that.
And just for the listeners out there, it was actually very tough for the Money Man Scotty D to remember at any moment from the Super Bowl, because it's been.
Here we go.
It's been.
It just killed you when I threw that Cam Newton dig at it, and it was so good when I did. It just killed you.
I could have left stuff alone, but you had to come with something.
I nailed you on that one.
He had to go 2-1. He had to go 2-1.
I'm saying at least mine was recent history. Yours is ancient, not as ancient as Brian. Be live. Stop it. Behave. Uncle Max, we love you.
Eddie, what's your moment? Let's get away from Be Live. What's your moment, Eddie?
You too. You guys are my Super Bowl moment. How you love that? No, one of my most favorite Super Bowl moments involved a play that came down to the last minute of Super Bowl 38. You had Steve McNair and a Tennessee/Houston Oilers driving down the field against the St. Louis Rams, only for Tennessee to come up short as time expired 1 yard short. Kevin Dyson catches a pass over the middle and gets stopped on the final play of the game by St. Louis linebacker Mike Jones, who, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Gutty performance by Steve McNair in that Super Bowl too. I was rooting for him to come back and win that one.
I miss him. I really do. Like I miss him. I was reading some stuff about him the other day, man. I wish like out of the guys that you wish would have won a Super Bowl, Aaron McNair should have won one. But yeah, that was the most heart-wrenching, most memorable moments of all Super Bowls. I watched a few, and that was just sticks. I'm like, oh man, a clutch play is like a clutch play on one side and heartbreak on the other. You've seen a wide range of emotions. So that's my standout Super Bowl memory. And with that being said, Scotty D, what's the question for next week's choices of the?
All right, we're going to broaden the horizon here from football to any sport. You can still go football if you want. The question I'm going to ask is, what team won their respective championship game or series in any sport that most surprised you? Talking about like a Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson kind of thing, or you were just like, man, I can't believe that happened. But we're going to talk about team here. You can go to March Madness, you can go to the Super Bowl, you can go to the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, anything that decided the championship that surprised you the most. What team surprised you the most by winning their respective championship? And again, not necessarily talking about the whole year, like a team you thought, well, we didn't expect them to be any good. We're talking about the actual championship game, the finals, the Super Bowl, college football, national championship, March Madness, any of that. So, team that surprised you by winning the championship.
All right, and that is the question for next week's edition of Choices of the Voices.